Rose and Billy had always been inseparable friends. Known for their shared love of adventure and spontaneity, they had long, beautiful brown hair that was often the subject of admiration and envy. Their hair had become a part of their identity, symbolizing their carefree and bold personalities. They would spend hours experimenting with different hairstyles, braids, and accessories, always eager to try something new. Despite their adventurous spirit, their lives were quite different. Rose, at 25, was a free spirit who thrived on excitement and spontaneity. She worked as a freelance artist, enjoying the flexibility and creativity her job offered. She lived alone in a cozy apartment, filled with her artwork and plants. Embracing a bohemian lifestyle, Billy, also 25, was more grounded and responsible. She worked as a marketing executive, a job that demanded long hours and a professional demeanor. She was married to a man named John, who was 30. Their relationship was complicated. John was often controlling and had a specific image of how he wanted Billy to look and act. Despite this, Billy cherished her friendship with Rose, which provided a much-needed escape from her sometimes stifling home life. One evening, Rose and Billy came up with a wild idea. They would go live on social media and play a game where they took turns cutting each other's hair. The thought of doing something so spontaneous and irreversible excited them both.
We should totally do it, Rose. It'll be fun,
exclaimed Billy, her eyes sparkling with excitement.
Are you sure, Billy? What about John?
Asked Rose, slightly concerned. John will get over it. Besides, it's just hair. It will grow back, Billy replied, trying to sound confident. With a mix of excitement and nervousness, they set up their camera and started the live broadcast. Their followers quickly tuned in. Intrigued by what the two friends were up to, they decided on the rules. Each round, they would take turns cutting a bit of each other's hair, making it progressively shorter. They laughed and joked as they snipped away, the tension and thrill growing with each passing minute. Here goes nothing, said Rose as she made the first cut, lopping off a few inches of Billy's hair. Wow, that's a lot, Billy exclaimed, running her fingers through her now shorter hair. My turn. Round after round, their hair became shorter and shorter. The viewers were captivated, sending comments and encouraging them to go even shorter. By the end of the broadcast, both Rose and Billy had transformed their long, beautiful locks into stylish shortcuts. After the broadcast ended, Rose and Billy admired their new looks in the mirror, giggling at the drastic change. I actually love it, said Rose, running her fingers through her short hair. It's so different. Me too, replied Billy, though a hint of worry crept into her voice. But I should probably get home. John might be a bit surprised. Rose hugged her friend. Don't worry, Billy, it'll be fine. And if not, you can always come over to my place. When Billy walked through the door, John was waiting for her. His expression quickly turned from neutral to one of anger and disbelief. What did you do to your hair? John demanded, his voice rising. Billy, 25, tried to stay calm. It was just a fun thing with Rose. It's just hair, John. It will grow back. John, 30, was furious. You know, I like your hair long. How could you do this without asking me? Billy felt a pang of guilt, but also a surge of defiance. I'm allowed to make decisions about my own hair, John. It's my hair, not yours. John's face turned red with anger. If you want to look like this, fine. But you'll see the consequences. He stormed out of the room, leaving Billy feeling a mix of anger and fear. The next morning, John approached Billy with a strange, determined look in his eyes. He held a bottle of hair removal spray. If you think short hair is so great, let's take it a step further, John said coldly. Sit down. Billy's heart raced as she realized what he was about to do. John, please don't do this. John's expression hardened. Shave your head in front of me now. You need to understand what you did. You cut your hair yesterday, and today you will shave it all off. Go to the room, get the electric clippers, and shave your head in front of me. Billy, 25, felt tears welling up in her eyes. John, this is too much. Please don't make me do this. John, 30, was relentless. Do it, Billy, or I'll do it for you. Billy took a deep breath, trying to steady her trembling hands. She went to the room and retrieved the electric clippers. Her heart pounded as she plugged them in and stood in front of John. "John, please." Billy pleaded one last time. John's voice was cold and unyielding. "Do it." With shaky hands, Billy lifted the clippers to her head. As she started to shave her hair, tears streamed down her face. Clumps of hair fell to the end soon. She was left with nothing but a smooth scalp. John looked at her coldly. "Now spray this on your head," he demanded, handing her the hair removal solution. "Your hair will never grow back," Billy, 25, was horrified. "Please, John, don't make me do this. I already shaved my head. Isn't that enough?" John, 30, was unyielding. "Do it. Now." Billy took the bottle with trembling hands. "John, this is cruel." "Why are you doing this to me?" "Because you need to learn," John replied harshly. "Now spray it." Billy, feeling utterly defeated, sprayed the solution onto her head. As she did, she could feel the burning sensation, knowing that her hair would never grow back. "Are you happy now, John?" Billy asked, tears still streaming down her face. "Is this what you wanted?" John's face showed no remorse. "Maybe now you'll think twice before making such decisions without me." Billy, finding a sudden surge of courage, looked him in the eyes. "This is the last decision you'll ever make for me, John. I'm done." Unbeknownst to John, Billy had set up a hidden camera in their home, capturing the entire ordeal. She grabbed the footage and started heading towards the door. "Where are you going?" John demanded, his tone suspicious. "Just need to get some fresh air," Billy replied, trying to keep her voice steady. John narrowed his eyes but ultimately let her go. "Fine, but don't be long." Billy left the house, clutching the footage tightly. She made her way to the police station, determined to report what had happened. When she arrived, she approached the officer at the front desk. "Hello, I need to report an incident of domestic abuse. For more UN videos, visit www.un.org," Billy said, her voice trembling but resolute. The officer looked concerned. "Can you tell me what happened?" Billy handed over the footage. "Everything is on here. He forced me to shave my head and use a solution that will keep me bald forever. I need help." The officer nodded, taking the footage. "We'll take care of this. You're safe now."